Hey guys, Justa guy here with another episode of Sky Factory 4. And today we're doing something a little bit weird. We're going to sort of be doing things in reverse order. I tried recording this episode and like 2.5 hours in, the project just kept having mistakes and failures and whatever. So this is the complete project. I have a animal pen upstairs with a bunch of pigs and rabbits on a floor of filter blocks. It's set to baby filter, so baby animals fall through, but nothing else will. It's powered by an animal feeder from the Industrial Foregoing mod. And then over here, over here I have an experience pylon that collects extra experience from the animals breeding. And the item magnet just helps bring the experience over here from the corners of the room. Then it gets piped down here into a drum filled for experience. And then over here is the mob masher from Industrial Foregoing with an adult filter and a range add-on that kills all the animals when they become an adult in this room. It's also surrounded by tempered glass, which is kind of cool in that it resists light, so explosion resistant and water. Basically, it's glass that you can see through, but no light comes through, so it's a completely dark room. And I did that so that when I'm far enough away as well, this turns into a mob farm as well. So I get rotten flesh and other stuff to help also feed the reactor. And then over here through my little service section, you can see is a animal grower, which feeds carrots to the animals in the room to help them grow faster, because in this particular mod pack it's like an 18-minute wait for animals to grow up, which still isn't too bad, but it's a lot. And this is a redstone clock to power it. I have it set to about 80 tick delay and its duration 60. I was working on a balance because when this is on all the time, it goes through carrots like crazy, because it reduces the thing by like 10% or so. So like the first time you use it on an animal, you know, it reduces their wait time from like 18 minutes to 16. It's like 2 minutes. And then it's like 1 minute, and then 30 seconds, and then 10 seconds. And when you get down to the last minute or so, it's like you're shaving off a second per carrot. So it went through it really fast. So I added a little bit of delay so my farm here can keep up. Which is the other project I had. Like, I filmed like an all-day thing, and both of them were pretty much worthless. But it uses a plant gatherer, and then down here there's a gotta go through the little hole. Plant sower, planting all these crops, and they're all planted on fertile soil with sprinklers everywhere, so they grow pretty much instantly. Like, these two machines actually can't keep up. But yeah, like I said, I went through all this several times, kept having so many mistakes and errors. Like, all the piping is pretty tricky because like these plant gatherers and stuff machines don't really work with the storage import cables, I think it is. Taking items out of it, you have to put it into a chest first, right down here. But they do take the export, so I can put items into it, and they need power, and they need all this other stuff, so yeah. But we're going to do a duplicate of all this over here. It's a little bit smaller because these plant feeders or animal feeders have a limit. I think it says on the here. Yeah. 35 animals at once. I don't know if that means it can only feed 35 or only 35 animals could be in the room. There's about 20 right there. I did about 8 or so rabbits, and then 4 or 5 or 6 each of the pigs that I had. Nether quartz and glowstone are the two main ones I wanted. But over here we're going to probably do, I don't know if cows or something, but this entire field of carrots was barely keeping up for a long time. After I put that redstone thing, it finally has a positive. But yeah. So, first step is that animal feeder, right? Animal rancher, what's that do? One place power will interact with animals. Oh, shear sheep and milk cows. Okay. Inks from squids. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. But here's the feeder. It's the important one. The animal grower is, like I said, a huge waste of carrots if you don't have a really powerful farm to feed it. Or a waste of whatever animal that feeds. But the breeder is nice because there's only one item every once in a great while. So, animal feeder. Right, and it just takes purple dye, which is red and blue. Which is really common. You got the lapis for the blue, and then I'm using beets for the red. Golden carrots are obviously pretty easy right at this point, and then gears are easy. So, we want the animal feeder upstairs. Let's get some helper blocks. I put that block there so I knew exactly where I wanted to put it. Because I dug out these rooms with the design in mind. Okay. There we go. Oh, another good thing about fertile soil, by the way, is I think it grows faster, but I'm not sure. But you can jump on it, and it doesn't destroy crops. It doesn't get hoed either. Although this machine, the sower, will hoe things automatically. So, if we go into here, and we put a range add-on. Wow, it's really hard to get in here. Sorry for you guys. It's hurting your eyes on the camera. There we go. That's one bad thing about slime boots. Go to range add-ons. They're all pretty easy to make. It's basically a piece of glass pane and then a material. You got cobblestone, lapis, iron, tin, I think it's copper, and all these. But it goes from iron, which is pretty good and easy, and then you got silver and all, which is hard, but gold's really easy. And then surprisingly, nether quartz and diamonds and all that's pretty easy for me too. Emerald is the highest, and it's pretty easy too once I get to it. But I actually only wanted iron here, and I already have one made because it's only +3. It goes up to +11 if you go on these and hold shift. It'll tell you max tier 5. So anything beyond that tier doesn't matter. But if you do this, put it in here, it makes it bigger. So if you go show working area, if you're in the area, it doesn't really show up too well. But as you can see, it's too high, and it's 3 out in each direction, and then it goes back like 6. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's like double the thing, distance-wise. If I put in a diamond one, it'd be like 11 by 11 or 10 by 10 or whatever. But it's only too high. So if you wanted both your breeder and your feeder in the same room for whatever reason, like you weren't doing the automatic slaughtering, you would have to have one lower, because you can't have it be like only, it has to touch one of the, blocks. But we want to turn off the work area, and now we want to replace this entire floor with baby things. So if we go to this, baby, you got the inverted, so only babies can stand on it, and then you got the babies that can stand on it. Animal baby separator. Let's see what this does. I didn't actually see this before. Okay, it moves animals. I just find these other ones easier. So it's just an egg, some stone, and then fence gates. Which I don't have the fence gates. Okay, we're gonna have to type in fence gate because I don't want to go through the many menus of the wrong wood type. Oak. Where's the fence? Oak fence gates. There we go. Let's type in fence gate. Okay, that should be more than enough. Baby. You get 4 per one, which is nice. And I think 64 is enough because this room's smaller than the last one I did. So you just want to slowly take out the floor. Obviously, if you take out too much at once, you'll have nothing to stand on. And as you can see, they have a cool little you know, they look nice. They're like black concrete almost from the top, or carpet. But now only any babies will fall, and as you saw over there, it's like a 4-block fall, so they don't really take any damage. If they were jumping or something for whatever reason, they might take a half a heart of damage, but not enough to ever kill them. Yeah, let me just get this in and it'll be... Alright guys, we got our floor in. Now the hard part is almost out of the way. We just got to make our glass. This is one part I didn't quite show earlier, but to make that tempered glass, which is, it doesn't look the best because it has all the, oh, my finger's in the wrong spot. You need end stone and then normal glass. It does not actually accept quite clear glass or whatever, clear glass. But so yeah, you need end stone, right? And then to get end stone, you can't click that button. You have to actually type in end stone to get the Minecraft end stone and not one of the many chiseled versions. But you can get end stone through mystical agriculture, the extra dimensional machine. But the easiest way is casting. Pour lava on glowstone. You can also do a fluid infuser, but whatever. So you only need a casting basin and some fluid pipes to pipe in lava. You don't actually need a melter. I mean, you could if you wanted to. And then I have this set to a processing cable, so it can just take glowstone out of my thing, which luckily I have a renewable resource of it with the pigs. And I can just go over here to casting basin and up it. And I did find out that if you hold shift while you hit this, you'll get 64 at a time. I don't want 64 endstone just now, but we'll do this. And if we go down here, you'll see it being processed. I hope so. If I have, yeah. So it goes in, it takes a couple seconds to cool down, and then the processing cable thing takes it in and out. It puts in a glowstone and takes out an endstone. So if we go back, we can make our tempered glass. I mean, I have a couple, but I'll make some more just to show you guys. It's hard to see the black on black, I'll be honest. Wow, I only have enough glass to make one. Oh, I never was making glass upstairs, but this should be enough. 20. It's just, well, I don't actually need the tempered glass up top, but I'm going to use it anyway. So, the whole area of where the babies are is the active area. So I'm going to put my glass actually outside. It's going to look a little weird. But it also makes it easier not to deal with the light letting in from the pipes of that. So this blocks all light in and out. And we'll leave the top open for now, I think. Now we need to hook this up. Now this is where it always gets so weird. It needs power and it needs carrots. So, well, it needs power and it needs the food you feed the animal. So, I have this nice little line over here I can just continue over. And then, the power line is right here as well, and I can continue that over, and I'll do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so the high wire work's done for now. Got the cable up here, and I'm about to fit the storage export cable in. One little tip that I noticed is if you go up here, there's a little green button you can hit to pause it. But if you have it on pause, it doesn't seem to accept new items, which is actually good if you want to set a filter for like the plant sower and stuff. But it does make you think it's not working, but it probably will once you unpause it or once it has power. So just put this on the side. Any side will work. Oh, I forgot how these things work. You have to actually click on the side that you want it to be on. Did I do that wrong somehow? Export to the feeder. Does it have to be the top? I didn't actually notice that before. Still making mistakes. All sides are turned on. Let's just connect this up and see if it works. It's not like the visual thing, it didn't start. Oh, it's because it paused? Yeah, it won't even connect while it's paused. That's funny, I didn't know that either. Learn something every time. So, I can set this by what filters I put in here. I can have multiple or I can have one. So, I already have carrots and stuff for pigs over there. I mean, if I get more pigs, I could possibly use it for that. But I'm actually going to probably use it for seeds and wheat. Let's just do wheat. I don't have a wheat farm just yet. But, where's my seeds? A lot of beetroot seeds. I don't have any regular seeds? That's interesting. Let's go to uses. Or actually, let's just click this. Richmond chamber. Oh, I can buy seeds. Okay, that's fine. Or grindstone, which I'm not going to do. So I'll put seeds in here. It's the filter. It'll take seeds out of the, or wheat out of there, and I can have cows in there. And then they'll fall down, they'll grow, and they'll be killed for their yummy meats. It's mostly just to have multiple proteins for my protein reactor. I already have a pretty steady 5 or 6, and I have more power than I'll ever need. The eggs, the chicken, and the pork and all that's pretty every time. The feet and the spider eye come and go. Sometimes I don't get enough. But my batteries are actually all full back here. Before that, I couldn't even get enough to keep going. But now they have 4 million each. And I basically have a surplus of power, so they don't even run half the time. But, so we got that. We just need our cows. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a capture tool or anything like that I've noticed. There was this really cool, like, Pokemon thing. But it takes snowballs, which I'd have to make a freezer. Froster. And I don't really want to put another machine in this particular episode. So we're going to go to seeds. Gold. I forgot about that. Not that I don't have any. I don't know why I bought so many, but I did. Okay, well, we're up here. We'll get those, and then we'll get our cows. Oops. I want my apples. Okay. We can pick up a cow with shift and right click, and this, if that's your default. Because I can't get the capture tools. I don't see a mob net or anything like that. I forgot to leave a hole. Okay, the cow wants to be at the bottom. There we go, we'll do that for now. Just so that get up there a little easier. And once we put the cows in here and get 2 of them in there, they'll start breeding. Now, since I have the adult filter floor in there already, I won't breed up more because they'll fall down. So if you don't want to carry a bunch of cows, or you're only starting off with 1 or 2 or something, or whatever animal you're using, you'll probably want to put the adult filter floor in afterwards. It's just harder because you have a bunch of animals standing on it. So see, they automatically breed, and their baby falls down. Now it will try to find its mama if there's one around. But yeah, so that's good enough for now. I mean, I'll put more in there later. But now we need to do the bottom. Now the bottom, I try to keep a dark room. I'm going to do it after I take off that thing. Actually, we want this right here too. That way they... Well, actually, we'll leave it flush. I don't care if a little bit of the killing area is lost. They aren't... it doesn't even have to be this big. You just want it so empty. Calamity is not an issue, but other than that, you know, you could get by with a much smaller room. Get it back here. I was using my old furnace because my ender furnace was busy making stuff. Tempered glass. What? Oh, it's in my inventory. That's why it's not working. It's an auto draw from your inventory. Okay, that's way more than I need, but I use it all right now. So we just want to seal up the bottom. Get in there, you stupid baby. How to get out? It's foolproof, I tell you. As you can see, cooldown 18 minutes. So it's actually probably 20 or something. I don't know what it starts out of. I've never absolutely seen it from the start. Just punch it to get it off. And this can be used for a lot of things. So we want to put the mob masher right there. There's actually a slaughterhouse too. For mob slaughter. But this creates liquid meat, which is kind of useless. Like, the only thing I find liquid meat good for is it's like a generator. Where's the liquid meat? There we go. You can use it to convert liquid meat to liquid gold meat and stuff. I don't know what it is for, really. But we're just gonna make the mob's crusher. Just a sword, some books, and the gears, and the plastic, obviously, that we made the other episode. And it just faces away from you, as far as I remember. Show area, yeah. And this one goes 3 high, which is why I made this room 3 high, so I could possibly get Enderman. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. So it does need power, and it does need a range add-on. So I made this room the right size for iron range add-ons. Make another one, I guess. I mean, you can make it bigger than you need, but it makes it kind of slower because it has to process a bigger area. Like, you'll notice with this farm behind me, like, it plant fast enough because it does, you know, row by row by row. And the plants grow faster than it can plant. So turn off the area. Always on. So this one needs an export. So we're going to take... I put my pipes away. Storage. We need that. Now on this, I couldn't get the storage import to work previously, but maybe it was paused. And I had to use an extraction cable and a chest. So let's try this a little differently this time. So I did connect, but last time it wouldn't pull items out was the problem. I guess this can go there. I didn't know there was a hole there. Wrong button. Okay, that's why there was a hole there. I have the better pick on right now, and it makes working around glass annoying. There we go, I can finally click on the right one. And I keep hitting the wrong stuff all the time. So this is set to blacklist. I'll take everything out of there. Always on. And we just need the energy cables. Now you might have other cables. I just got used to using these. I like the storage network ones for the items because the black cables get blocked if they have an item they can't deal with. It just sits in the pipe unless you make a circle. And the bundled cables are less useful than I thought because a lot of times you have like a connection that's like an extract pipe or something, so the whole point, there's no point to having a bundle cable because you can't have the bundle cable be connected to the extractor input. So that's on. And it accidentally killed the babies because I forgot the adult filter. So you want to go to adult. Just an egg. Some gold. And this will stop it from killing the little babies. So I just want to go in here. Get rid of this. And then I'll have mob filters in here as well. Or possibly mobs in here. As you can see, pitch black and all good. There's a little bit of light in the blocks, but nothing goes in the room. Now, unfortunately, there's only 2 cows upstairs, so I'm going to put a bunch more in there, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. I let it run a little bit so these would grow up because I don't have the breeder in just yet, but I also paused this so they'd grow. You can see the XP's collecting up there because I don't have the XP pylon I showed you before in there yet either. But no mobs spawning, even though I was standing way in the corner over there, so I don't know. But I do know that that one works because I was getting mob drops into my inventory. But so I turn this on. It starts picking up all items and XP. You'll notice it says fluidescent. But as you can see, let's get some upgrades. I don't have any made. We want the stack upgrade, which unfortunately takes blaze powder, but I found the squeezer makes 5 blaze powder out of 1 blaze rod, which is nice. And then speed upgrade, which is just gold. You don't need a lot. 1 stock upgrade, or stack upgrade, so they go by stack, and at least 1 speed usually is more than enough. But as you can see, this does not work. So what I had to do last time is get a item extraction pipe. Is what I found that works. I also tried a hopper, I believe, and that didn't work either. Item extraction cable. Then we want some kind of chest, just as our overflow between the two. And we'll get them out. Okay, so item extraction. And you can't attach these storage networks things to these extraction cables or the black bundle cables or anything. I've tried that before too. Don't want to break my glass, which I did anyway. Then we put the chest here. And then we'll just put this over here, I guess, for now. Storage import. Not sure why those are in there. Oh, it picks up everything. I didn't know that. It also picks up any XP usually. I don't know why those ones aren't there. Oh, did I make this one too big? Yeah, I did. I'm not sure if I go in there it'll kill me. But I need to put a back wall in there. I made it 1 too deep, I think. But if I go over here, blacklist, so every item comes through, speed upgrade, stack upgrade, and all these items go away. And then this also has, like I said, the fluid essence. So if you want to save your experience points, you need a fluid extraction pipe. And I gotta get down because this is directional. You have to look at it from the bottom, face it. It doesn't have to be, it could be on any side. I'm just doing the bottom because it's the easiest area. Oops. Now this particular drum isn't upgraded as much as the other one, but I'm not too worried about it. I haven't found a use for experience points just yet. I haven't got an enchantment table that I'm really using. So yeah, essence. As you can see, when it switches over to the millibucket, it doesn't go that 4,000, it goes to 64, but it's only 64 buckets worth. That's not really very much. My other one over here, I think it's like 540,000, and then it upgrades to 7.3 million when it turns into a liquid. But yeah, that's just something to collect it for now. I'm not too worried about it. I also converted my farm to wheat partially. I don't remember if I showed you that already, and it's filled this up already. But now we're going to go over here. I pre-drilled the hole in the wall and the pipes for the animal breeder so that they don't sit here as babies for so long. Because they take 18-20 minutes to grow or whatever. So animal breeder. Grower. My bad. There we go. Just wheat and those things. And of course, I don't have any excess wheat sitting in my storage just yet. As I don't have a farm dedicated to wheat, and I'm halving it between carrots. Probably running out of carrots by now too. Down to 1k. I think I was almost up to 2 for a while there. So we want to take this block out. As far as I can tell, it's 3 in. It should be the middle. Maybe 1 more over, I'm not quite sure. But let's get the breeder. We can easily check. So we turn this show area. We need another range upgrade. Or add-on. Went the same iron size. Okay, that looks good. It's not sticking out over here. I think I could possibly go one further back, but I'm getting rid of that back wall anyway, so turn that off. Now we just need to take the energy cable. How to do this? I need 2 connections. So we'll do the top. Just don't want to let light in. I have to block this off. My maintenance tunnel. I don't know how I remember how to do it on the other one. And then we need another storage export. And then we want to put this to wheat. And we're going to set this to a fairly high priority. Like, seriously, everything else is more important. We'll do 9. So the feeder gets it more than this one. And we also want to set this to active on redstone signal, which is what I forgot I did last time. I think we're gonna get some wheat back out. We're gonna move this down. I think that's what I did last time. Can't see. There we go. Put the wheat back in there. Make this go down. We're going to get a redstone clock. Already have some, okay. Which is just like a repeater and a bunch of redstone. I made it before in the series if you've seen it. So we want to set this to always on, but we want to set delay to, I think I had it 80 and then 60. That way it's not going absolutely all the time. Actually, I'll put this one up to 90. So I don't have as much wheat. On this one, at least I don't have to worry about running out of wheat seeds from this, so they won't stop growing. Unlike the carrots, where if I use all the carrots, I'll actually run out of my farm too. So every 80 ticks, it'll run for 60. So it's on sometimes, but not always. And we'll do that. Block this off. Should stop all the light, yeah. And we got meat. Now, next episode, I'm going to show you how to do the farm aspect. Like I said, this was a massive failure, and even with doing it the second time, I still made some mistakes. But yeah, as you can see, the piping is probably one of the more difficult parts. Trying to get power in to all these sides and items out and stuff. Like I said, you couldn't just connect the things directly. So we go up here to my protein reactor. We want to set something else. Let's see. Beef. Raw beef. I only got 41 right now. So we put that in there and it'll put this in here and go up to 62.5. When it has a head or whatever, another additional item, it'll go up a little higher. But as you can see, it barely runs because it has max fluid like all the time. And my generator barely needs to run because even with all these machines running, I have basically unlimited power. That thing is so much better than the lava generator or the wood coal generators and all those other things I was running. Like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 machines running constantly, plus whatever I'm doing with the crafting and smelting and stuff, and I got unlimited power. So yeah, the protein generator is awesome, even when I was just running it off of eggs and stuff. But as you can see, guys, it's going pretty good. So this is just a guy signing off. Oops. Catch you guys later. Bye.